those don't be sick. No, South Street. Yeah. Good idea. See, like the U shape with the glacier coming through and just ripping that rock apart.
Yeah.
So that's why it just moved after all this time.
Yeah. So that's where that famous shot from Skyfall was taken. If you were to follow that road all the way down there, you don't reach the Bond's ancestral home.
No.
That was on a soundstage at Pinewood. Well, it had to be because they blew it up at the end. Ooh, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. You're awful.
So look, I know it's rainy just now, but actually we've had one of the driest summers so far. There hasn't been enough rain, but you can kind of see the tracks down the side of, say, this mountain, just on our left-hand side here. So that's where the waterfalls, in the winter time, that's where they just sprout out of the mountain.
Yeah. They still have it, not really too much.
I'm just going to click on it and it could
Oh. It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Nice scenery. Look at that. Yeah, look at the waterfalls. It's still coming down. Yeah. Still nice.
Oh, that's very good. Yes. Like this with the camera, you were sat near the window and I took a picture. And then as I keep moving past, I saw I got you on the camera. Take a picture. Oh, look at that there.
Well, this one will be one of the roads, so I need as I was just saying, Therese at the back there, when we go through Fort William, that's where Ben Nevis is. But we're too close to get a good view of it. So later on, we're further away, we should get a view of Ben Nevis. Just stop off later on, we'll get a better view. It's actually quite hot back there. Okay, no, concentrate on the road. That wasn't me saying anything to you. But there we go. That's a couple of minutes. Fine.
So many people. Look.
Again, I know there's nothing worse than, ooh, look, it's still there, just about. The one just around the corner. Oh, well, yes. Now, coach.
No, not really.
No.
See, you should have come to car.
Yeah, well,
Shut the roof rack on. It's very at that. It's really fun. Yeah, I know that it's the one.
so how's the waterfall looking today? Oh, that's much better than it was today, so we've obviously had a little bit more rain. There you go, that's not as impressive as winter time, but nonetheless, that's a healthy sign. Water flowing through the glen.
I should be going home and look at all that old photographs. You can see it all down there.
So here we have Sister 1, Sister 2 and Sister 3, the three sisters. In between Sister 1 and Sister 2, that is the Hidden Valley. So that is where the unfortunate MacDonald women and children came to their fateful end, in between those two. Now, I don't say how many died in the Great Glen Massacre, because we're still doing some archaeological digs up there. Only a few years ago we found some more remains, so the death toll went up to 37. So see, that's the Hidden Valley just up there. Now then, let's have a look-see.
Look at that, it's nice. It's beautiful, huh? So they're hiding there.
There's a couple of coaches in there. Okay, I'm making a decision. We'll maybe just, Stuart, if it's okay with you, and you're in charge obviously, but can we just slow down, take some pictures? We're not going to get into those car parks. It's not going to be, no, we can't get in there.
Yeah, so much.
That's okay. That's okay. It's also too wet. I can't get you off because it's not safe. You accept that?
It's alright. Yeah.
And there's other coaches in there. Like I said, sometimes we are a victim of our own success. But those poor drenched rats out there, we will look upon them and laugh as we're nice and warm in our coach taking our pictures. Sometimes in the winter time the waterfall between Sister 2 and Sister 3 freezes up and we get ice climbers climbing up there. Nonetheless, very pretty.
That's lovely.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you for slowing down. Live in a little house like that until you start to think, I wonder what it's like in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where do you go for your milk when you're on it?
You go to Fort William, where we're going to go.
Are you going to milk the cows?
Not the best milk, but there is milk in those Highland ewes.
Look at that. Waterfalls.
It shows you the learning distance.
Great Glen. A couple of minutes, we're going to be going over the Ballachurish Bridge.
Oh, this is fascinating. I just said that. I just told you what it was. It's one that they haven't finished.
We survived! Sorry, Stuart, I forgot about your heart. He's out of 2 already, don't want to add another one to it.
No. We'll teach them gently.
Oh, you're talking about sea locks. So that's a sea lock. So that leads out to the Irish Sea.
Okay.
So that will lead, so the next bit of land, if you followed the water down there, would be Ireland.
That is a sea.
Because you mentioned earlier, sea and sea. It might be sea, yeah?
roads today, Stuart. Oh, no, I saw it, but it's just so busy today. What they're all doing, not the only one looking forward.
Yeah, I know.
Can't blame them when they keep that busy. Celts, and before we were Celts, we were Picts, and the Picts have those Pictish standing stones. So we're coming up to a Pictish standing stone. It's a blink and you'll miss it, standing stone, just in a couple of seconds here, just on our left-hand side. It's called Craig Dhu, the Black Rock. Hold on one second, just so that you know where it is. Again, you're blinking, you'll miss it. What we do know about this particular standing stone, just right here, you see this one? Just here in the view. The teeny weeny one, yes. Well, interestingly enough, Paris, what we know about that particular standing stone is that it is a fertility stone. Hopefully, I will not have to go too greatly into detail here. Okay? So it is a stone about the size of a gentleman. It has a hole in the stone around about waist height. How much more of this do I have to explain to you? The side of Corran. So the little village of Corran is separated by the body of water there, and the ferry there goes back and forth. That's the only way it goes, because it's on a chain and it is dragged from one side to the other. It is the shortest ferry. Quite a few of you need to use the hole in the wall, the ATM, to get some money out for the cash for the boat. We might pop in to the supermarché, and we'll get some snacks for later on. Ladies, it's not going to be your weekly shop. You're in, you're out. No, look, I have to do this bit, I have to. Because, ladies and gentlemen, whilst you're in Scotland, there are only 2 football teams that you are allowed to support. Those, of course, being Fort William FC, the first one. Fort William FC, the football team of the little village that we're about to come into, needs as much love as they can get. The reason for that is that Fort
Look at that. So many people. But this one is still is lake, not like the other side. Fort William. Look at that, it's nice. Ah. Ah. I don't like black pudding.
So as I was mentioning, Fort William really declined after the only industry that they did have here, which was an aluminium smelting plant, shut down. They've rebranded themselves over the last couple of decades, built the city, the town back up. Playing off the fact that they're at the base of Ben Nevis. Ben Nevis is the tallest mountain in Scotland. We're actually a little bit too close to get a good view of Ben Nevis. Later on today, when we're a few miles away, we'll get a much better view of Ben Nevis. You can't actually see it from here. Oh, so Fort William, there's quite a few Highland towns and villages with the prefix of Fort. Fort Augustus, where we're going to go later, Fort George. These were army barracks. These were put here after the many Jacobite uprisings. The English thought it was best to station army barracks here. The army subsequently moved out, leaving behind the village that we have just now. So you see just beside the waterside here, just these stone walls there. So that's the last bit of the original Fort William. So those were the army barracks. So
This one, oh.
on the left we've got
They have a small
the
cannon.
that was, I'm guessing 1700s that was built. And I'm afraid I don't actually know when Morrison's was built. Just a couple of years ago. Okay, so look, I'm not even going to give you a time restriction here because you're all going to be so quick when we pop in to get our food. In and out. And of course, just saying again, those that need to get the cash. Look, the cafes and the pubs up at Fort Augustus and later on in Pitlochry, they will take cash. They will take cards. They'll take cards. I'm the only one who can't take a card. The reason for that is, as I was saying to Delhi, at some points today, we get no phone signal. We get no signal, so I can't guarantee that the cash machine, the cash goes through your card. So that's why I have to take cash.
Everybody else take cards, so you're all right, don't you?
The other reason we don't want to be here too long, it's a car park of a supermarket.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that pretty, so, you know. Oh, having said that, sometimes the steam train comes in here. Around about maybe, we might have missed. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. Nothing. If the steam train comes in, it's nice.
Yeah, like 4 pieces.
Sometimes the cold air. Okay. One second. I'll just get my money out.
That's fine. Where am I? No, stop. Trying to find out your place, right?
£30, sir.
Moth's just come out.
Oh! Oh, this is going to be painful for him.
It's really,
Oh, I know. Next time he'll be smiling. Oh, God bless him. Oh. I'll look after them well.
Yeah, okay.
I will treat them well. No, I won't. I'll hand them straight over to the boat keeper.
Well,
Yeah, they
that's
are.
a good idea.
For the boat. Well, it's actually quite big. It is a big boat. You won't have to row. Don't worry. It's quite a big one.
We've also got steps.
Here's a floor.
We've got steps.
Turn. I will give you. You paying for both?
Yes.
Oh, you're getting lunch then.
I got lunch today.
Russia.
Oh, breakfast. Oh, breakfast then.
I apologise for this bit. So I noticed we all managed to get some food that we might be using for lunch because we may not get much of a lunch hour when we get up there. We won't get a lunch hour. But I'm presuming that some of us, since we've been in Scotland, have been indulging in our national dish. You know what I'm talking about, obviously. Have we had some haggis?
Yeah.
Spain is quite famous for salmon fishing. So if you like salmon fishing, Spain Bridge. Now, just so that we know, so we're coming around the corner here. We're going to be, when we come back down to Spain Bridge and we turn that way, left. So this will be the road that we come back down. And just so that you have an idea of what's going to be coming up, at the top of the hill here is the Commando Memorial. The Commando Memorial we're going to stop off at after you've all been on the boat.
He was the one who was obviously.
So that's the Commando Memorial just on our left hand side. We'll stop off there after.
What is it? Yeah, exactly.
So,
So,
up this?
no, this, no Loch Ness. I was going to do the punchline, but there's no bother.
It's, I suppose in that way, it's in a way, because of all the disease and things of problems. But it's when it is annoying when plants see they've got high grade, because they have not compared to what they
lucky. Lucky. Look at that waterfalls. Look at this nice day. It's nice.
I have to come back again next year. Bring my teenage daughters in.
Yeah, lucky.
Well, they were planning on coming, but it just made it too expensive. Even now, you don't have to do the quarantine with the test. It's still made it really expensive.
We are still running the risk of, are they going to change the rules? Well,
Exactly while you're
you
here.
know, it's okay at the moment, but it's going to be next week. Yeah. Whereabouts in Spain are you?
It's midnight. See.
Well,
Look at
luckily,
you.
because we're working for the university, we've got an allowance from the university to cover the accommodation. Edinburgh University. Is that why you're here? Yeah.
But we're getting closer and closer to Fort Augustus, Loch Ness, so there's probably only time for one more damn story into my